Welcome to BYG Poetry. I'm John, and this is episode 5 of the Will It Poem series, where I take household or store-bought items and do my best to craft a piece of poetry using only the words on any given product's label, with a familiar but super secret challenge sprinkled on top. This episode has me taking on another request from the comments in the form of a bag of McCafe coffee. I feel I need to say this. I'm not sponsored, nor do I have any affiliation with this company. Anything I say or create in this video is a product of personal opinion and in no way reflects views or opinions of their corporation or personnel. As most of the words on the label were easy to see and ultimately scarce as products go, I went with the tried and true paper word bank to start things off before moving things into Google Sheets. This is where we get into the extra secret challenge. I noticed something during this process that engaged my spite reflexes. The word "the" appeared on the label 14 times, almost 3 more than any other word. This community has declared pretty confidently that removing the word "the" has the largest impact on poetry writing. So for this episode, I've once again not allowed myself to use the word "the." But that's not the only rules I'll be sticking to. Let's go over these ones very quickly. Rule number 1, only words on the label are allowed. Rule number 2, abbreviated words are disqualified. Rule number 3, no brand names will appear in the poem. Rule number 4, no numbers, only words. If the numbers are written as words, I can use them, but I cannot change numbers into words to use them. Rule number 5, I can only use words as they are written. I can't add s or ing to repurpose words to my own benefit. Okay, so you know the rules. If you have any questions or suggestions for future restrictions, please comment down below. This challenge concept is inherently difficult and the process is something I'm still refining, but I have done a lot of the tedious work for any one of you who is an aspiring challenge writer. If you'd like to take the challenge on yourself, I've attached a link to a downloadable PDF of the word bank I used with word counts already tallied right below this video. Now, ordinarily, I would talk here about some of the struggle or breakthrough moments of the writing process, but this time I think the piece is better presented first, and then I'll speak about where my head was at during the write. If this change isn't what you'd like, or you think it's a good way to present these pieces or poems in the future, I'd love to hear one way or the other in the comments. I've titled this piece, Farewell. Each day with your familiar aroma, a delicious brew of life and closure. It's healthier now. Controlled. You're a mountain comfort supports. An unused home keeps us cold. Inquiries find body and time apart. Expertly, we start to unfold. Ingredients of quality ground. Rich in your taste, using responsibly. Is this satisfying? Owned by a blend. Distributed simply, in communities, then under golden arches. If you've been watching me for some time, you might already know that I've been writing poetry to help with my sobriety journey. It was one of the driving factors to me posting poetry to YouTube again. This piece, to me, can be taken so many different ways, as many poems often can, but here's where I was at. I was writing a goodbye letter. The line, "a delicious brew of life and closure," hit me in my own feelings harder than I care to admit, and I spent some time thinking about how powerful a memory can be when associated with a scent, like a loved one's cologne, or that certain brand of alcohol that ruined one too many nights for too many people. Looking at you, Fireball. Memories are powerful catalysts in substance abuse, as well as recovery. I started my first 2 lines saying goodbye to a loved one and ended reinforcing that my life was better, more controlled now, so not a person or a loved one, but a substance. I was writing a letter to alcohol all over again. Now, the middle stanza, I begin to become a little bit abstract. I remember feeling empty, cold, numb. I spent long times disconnected from my own body, losing track of time. But no matter what happens, that clock keeps ticking. We start to break down, eventually returning to the dirt. Then ending the piece is a much more directed, I'm talking about a substance, rich in taste, using responsibly, followed by the question, is this satisfying? Do I even enjoy this? Feeling owned by the substance. First, it makes its way into our communities. then our loved ones are pouring some out for us under golden arches, which I'm using here as a parallel for some kind of afterlife. Okay, everyone, that takes us to what I hope is your favorite part of the series, where I ask you, did it poem? Do you think that what I've made passes as a poem? If it does or does not, feel free to let me know any feedback you have. And is there a product that you'd like to see taken on for this series? Let me know that down below too. If you like the content, the process, or anything that I've talked about here, subscribe so you don't miss the next episode, and that's it from me. Till next time.